who controls both the rich and the poor.
Who is that?
When he moves, there's an exodus. When he speaks, there's a revelation. And when he decides to act, there will be tsunami.
Oh, yeah.
Loved by Nigerians from all walks of life. Two-time governor of Anambra State. The leader of the Open movement. Known simply as Peter.
Welcome back to my channel. This is the Manifest Grace TV. Today we are bringing you something very interesting. The political tension in the country is very high. Can you feel it? Aso Rock is in panic. And I want to tell you that President Tinubu did not see this coming. He didn't see it coming at all. The opposition coalition has adopted ADC as the party that will be contesting election in 2027. Guess what? Peter Obi was there with Obedient Movement. And everyone is eagerly waiting to see if Peter Obi is going to be the flag bearer of this coalition. Like I said, he was not there alone. Peter Obi was there, strongly supported by Obedient Movement. Like they always say, where Peter Obi go is where we go. This is what is cooking right now. And Dele Momodu has come out publicly to declare himself as the #1 supporter of this coalition.
Ask you whether you just went there as an observer or whether you yourself, because a lot of big wigs have now moved into the ADC, and whether you're one of them. But I'm looking at the cap there that says ADC. I am presuming that you have in fact crossed over.
No, I've always been a fan of political parties. So if I like a particular party, whether I join or not, I will support that party.
But have you
and
joined?
I'm supporting ADP. No, the registration only just started. The first registration was our chairman.
Right.
And let me call him my chairman.
Well, you're saying our chairman,
yes,
so that implies that you have joined.
In principle, you understand, I consider myself a member of that coalition.
Right.
In principle. So we need to go through the registration exercise.
No, but when you say the coalition, the opposition coalition movement is different from being a member of the ADC.
That's what I'm telling you, that the coalition has officially adopted ADC. That's why you have this cap. And it was distributed, and I wore it very proudly today.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're not hedging your bets anymore. You're in fully.
No, there is no, there was something I wrote about 2 weeks ago that my soul has already left PDP. It's my body that remains. And a lot of people misconstrued it to mean that, oh, another one is on his way to APC. No, I have no business with APC. And I won't have any business with APC because of the nature and character of the operatives of that party. A lot of people that you saw today, even I was surprised to see them join the coalition. It is out of deep frustration.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. I apologize for interrupting.
Yeah.
Are all those people who were at that meeting today now members or have pledged to be members of the ADC?
I can tell you that 99.9% have pledged. I don't know.
Is Peter Obi joining the ADC?
They will have to collapse their structures for the coalition to work. That's why they are there. Peter Obi is not a time waster. He came.
Is Atiku Abubakar in this ADC now?
Of course, everybody. That's why we have an interim chairman, and we have an interim national secretary in Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola.
Right.
And all of them, everybody, excitedly.
You know, the reason I asked this
ADC today.
Right. The reason I asked this quite pointedly is that you're smiling. You know the way Nigerian politicians are. When they start jockeying for position now, and then the position doesn't favor them, suddenly they'll say, well, I never really was part of that party.
But this one has nothing to do with position.
Right.
Even
no, I know in your case it has nothing to do with position, but I don't know about the others.
No, one of the most respected and respectable leaders present today, Peter Obi, said that for him it's not about power. It's about good governance. So, in principle, all the people who came together today, they know that Nigeria is at crossroads. And one thing, I can tell you, one thing that is driving us is this attempt to force a one-party dictatorship on Nigeria. Nothing else. Before you talk about the economy, if you don't have a proper government in place that you can even dialogue with. Imagine we just wanted to formalize ADC today. They were blocking hotels, blocking this, blocking that. But those guys outsmarted them. And I'm so proud. The place was so jam-packed. Rufai, myself, all of us, we had to trek from the main road into the Yaradua Center this afternoon. You could see the determination.
Sounds like serious oppression.
No, they've really oppressed Nigerians. It's not just us. We've been used to oppression, from military now to civilian dictatorship. We've been used to it. But the ordinary Nigerian needs those who have the voice to rescue them from. You can see that everywhere you turn, there is crisis. Lagos State, assembly members gathered together, sacked their speaker miraculously. Someone somewhere said, no, you can't do it. They brought him back. In Rivers, some legislators voluntarily absconded from their political party. Openly. It's on video. And yet, we're still doing semantics. We're talking big grammar. When automatically what the law says is that they are gone. Now, you have a president who is sitting down with someone encouraging him that no, the governor you sacked, if he must come back, these are the conditions and conditionalities, as if you are talking to IMF. So it's no longer about governance. It's about personal ego. And some people have vowed to resist it. Today, for me, the biggest news, a lot of people missed it, was the attendance of someone we all consider our Baba in politics. The former chairman of APC, the former governor of Edo, John Oyegun.
Yes.
That is a perfect gentleman. I worked closely with him in exile, with Tinubu. That old man, there is nothing he's looking for.
Very respectable.
Very. Yeah. What is he looking for? He's not looking for money. He's not looking for power. He's not looking for position. He came. There was a man there today, they said he was a 93-year-old man, an original member of ADC. I think he's their treasurer. The man voluntarily resigned and said, look, we want Nigeria to be better in our own lifetime. So for me, Charles, it's not about power. It's not about, I've been in opposition all my life. I joined politics as far back as 1982. I was only 22 years old in 1982. And since then, all I've been waiting for is a better Nigeria. And that better Nigeria has become elusive. Some of our elders, like Wole Soyinka once said, theirs was a wasted generation. In fact, ours is an over-wasted generation. And we see people who have never done any business in their lives controlling our lives